Thank you for tuning in to the best parenting show on the internet, Post Daily Dose.
It's the Post. It's the Post. It's the Post. The Post Daily Dose. It's the Post. It's the Post. It's the Post. The Post Daily Dose. It's the Post. It's the Post.
Hey there, Post+Institute. This is Kristi, Saul, the co-founder, coming at you live with another episode of Post Daily Dose, the best little parenting show on the internet. I hope you guys are having a beautiful day. It is Wednesday today. I've been trying to avoid talking about what day because our Facebook Live broadcasts are then used on our podcasts, which are promoted on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, and other places where podcasts are featured. And when I say what day of the week it is, it makes it really hard for my team who uploads our material, our social media team. It makes it hard for them to know where to put the upload, and also YouTube. So it affects those channels. But the reason it's relevant that I say that today is Wednesday is because if you guys follow our page, you know I thought yesterday was Wednesday all day long. And I even went to my class that I'm on my way to right now. I even went to my class. There were like 5 different times that I had the day completely wrong. But today it's Wednesday, and I've got Cheryl. I want to tell you thank you for wishing me a better day today. It has been much better. I'm not sure what was weighing so heavy on my mind yesterday. It wasn't something where I was consciously stressed. There was no conscious thought that had me stressed. But the fact that I kept forgetting what day it was, and the fact that literally I kept sighing, told me there was something that I must have been really carrying in a heavy way because, well, when I sigh a lot, it is telling me that I've been holding my breath. And holding your breath is the first thing that we all do when we're experiencing stress. So if you don't have something that you know you're stressed about, go ahead and look at your behavior, because your behavior may indicate that something's going on, and that you can go ahead and give yourself a little self-care, a little grace, a little forgiveness, maybe a little extra rest or an early bedtime to help mediate whatever it is that's going on, possibly at a subconscious level. So let me get on to our topic tonight. Our topic today is teen suicide. Comes out of a conversation I have been having, several conversations I've been having with a few different families that have reached out, and I'm glad that they've reached out. It's good to be walking with them through suicidal thinking, suicidal statements, hurt. And so I figured, let's come back and visit about this. First of all, suicide is the number 3 most frequent cause of death for teenagers. So that's pretty serious. Second of all, adoptees are 4 times more likely to consider suicide as an option. Third point, suicide rates increase during school compared to summer break. So I think that's all very important for us as parents to know. I think we need to know that. I think it's extremely important for us to know that. I also think it's extremely important for us to know that oftentimes people think about it. And in my world, when people are thinking about it, I want them to talk to me about it. I want to talk about it. If you're having those thoughts, let's talk about it. And I know it can be really uncomfortable. I know that sometimes as parents, we can be dismissive out of our own anxiety. It will scare us and we will feel the fear, but our reaction will be an invitation to please don't think about that anymore, which is really like saying, just don't tell me. I can't handle it. I can't handle when you're thinking about that. It scares me too much. So just don't tell me. When in fact, almost anybody I know, literally, almost everybody I know, and I'm pretty old, and I know quite a few people at some point in life have at least thought about it. So thinking about it, having a plan, taking action on the plan are all very different things. So it's really great when people are having those thoughts if they share them and you listen and you talk and you share and you let them know how much you love them and you listen to the pain, because usually suicidal thinking is a statement of some extreme emotional pain that feels almost unbearable. It's almost unbearable to keep living. Therefore, I'm thinking I want to die. So being able to listen to the pain can often be a way to help alleviate, to help share the burden of the pain. And it gives us information to know not to sit back and wait for them to reach out, but to reach in to them, to reach into them periodically and check in from a very deep, authentic place in our heart. I think one of the most important things I want to share with you, though, as parents, is I want to give you full permission that sometimes life will be helping keep your child alive. So there may be times when you put a hold on every requirement on school, work, maybe friends, maybe you make decisions that friends come over, but you don't go out with friends. Whatever you need to do, when you have that deep sense that your child is in a place of desperate thinking, suicidal ideations, and a plan. Sometimes keeping them alive is our focus. Not that we have ultimate power in keeping them alive. I don't want that to be misheard, but sometimes we can be inviting them to do so many other things when what we really need to do is give them permission to just be and focus on just feeling a little bit better and a little bit better and a little bit better. And it's okay. Some things are just not as important. It's not going to matter about your school grades if you're not alive. So, talk about a first things first. First things first, my goodness. And it's okay. As a parent to parent, I want to give you full permission that when it is in that place, that you attend to it with the level of seriousness that's there. The idea of just get over it, or I don't want to talk about it, or I can't hear this. It's going to be okay. You have more bandwidth than you realize. Your power, the power that you bring in listening from your heart, sitting with them through those tough feelings, those tough emotions, encouraging them to hang on, encouraging them to realize that, it's like clouds, and these dark moments, these dark times, they will pass. They also may come back, and you're always here. You're always here. You're always here. You're always here to listen. You're always here to be there for them. And it's okay. If it ends up where you're like, what, I think that it would be better if you are someplace where other people can help you be safe right now, because I don't feel like I can. Sometimes it goes like that. I'm not a fan of kids having to leave home for treatment, but I know sometimes that's what's needed, and that's why it's there. So I know it's a very serious topic. I'm gonna say this. Remember that for all of us, our brains are still developing into the mid to late 20s. There's pruning taking place. There's impulse control that's still growing. There's top-down organized thinking that still has to develop. And for people who have experienced trauma, you can expect that to even be further delayed. So I always encourage people, if you are feeling that desperate, you hang on. There's changes in you happening, and there will be changes in your life happening. And God willing, there'll be great things that you're wanting to hang on to, and wonderful, beautiful experiences coming for you in the future. So, if you've not already done so today, press pause on everything you've been stressed about, everything you've been worried about, everything you've been trying to teach, everything you've been fretting, stressing, all of that. Push pause on it. Give yourself 5 or 10 minutes to shift modes, to put on a different mom hat or a different dad hat. Instead of instructor parent, teacher parent, let's put on mom dad play hat and go engage with your children. Let them see the love you have from them shine from your eyes. Let them feel it from every cell in your being. Let them know how much you love them, how lovable they are, how much they deserve love. In their favorite language usually is play. If they're older, it may be watching TV together, creating together, cooking together. Could be windshield time, car time. I think, even making a routine that once a week you and your teenager get in the car and you escape and go get a Starbucks. They love that, right? A Starbucks or whatever. And go catch some windshield time to just be together. Your energy, your calm amygdala has such a powerful influence. It's more powerful than all the words that you could ever say. So when we work on the position of our heart, everything else flows from that. And remember, at any given moment, we can act out of blueprints of stress and fear and overwhelm. Any of us can. We can take 1 to 2 to 3 deep breaths. And we can choose love. Much love to you guys. I hope you have a blessed evening, and we'll see y'all tomorrow.